project. So today, as you can tell, it's a beautiful sunny day. I think 27 degrees today, so it's quite a hot one. So I'm back here at the turning circle, so I'm going to work my way through a few jobs today. I'm going to throw out the rest of this class 4 gravel, just anywhere that's needed on here. I'm going to work my way with a log splitter through all the rounds here, get them split, and then also take the chainsaw to these stumps, which obviously have been through the fire. I've tried to burn them, but there's still plenty left, so I'll cut them into manageable chunks and then I'll burn them in the barrel stove in the shed. That's 2 jobs. Job number 3 will be loading in those parts of the pallets that are left over and taking them up to the shed. Right, well let's get to work and get some of these jobs done. I'm just using what class 4 I've got left in the trailer from jobs the other day. I'm just sort of walking and dropping this into any low spots that I see in the ground. But I do know, look, in the next few weeks or months, I really do need to get some gravel down here and prepare myself for next winter. Otherwise, next year, even though I've put all this drainage in, I'll be struggling in the mud again. So maybe in a video coming up soon, yeah, we'll get some gravel in here and do a proper job of it. Right, we'll leave a little bit in the trailer, get the log splitter going, because once we've cleared this lot, we'll throw some gravel down there underneath where the logs are. So let's get the log splitter fired up and we'll get some splitting doing. So what you'll see as we go through this video, I've got an absolute mix of logs and rounds today. Some of these logs are really solid, and I'll show you some of those in a little while. Some of them have got a bit of rot in the inside, but one thing all of them have got in common is they are very, very wet. Absolutely soaked, these logs, so you'll see me splitting these down a lot smaller than I would do normally. With the idea being that these things will dry out a little bit quicker if they're split down smaller. And here's a prime example. So this log's nice and solid on the outside, but funky on the inside. You can see where it's gone white there, where it has been very wet and starting to rot. So it's now starting to dry out. But we'll get that one split down. All the funky stuff will go in the bin, and the good stuff will go in the log pile. of all that pretty ordinary wood, you get a little gem like this one. That's an absolute solid piece of wood there with fiddleback timber inside. A really strong wavy grain that makes this absolutely solid wood and super firewood. Geez, that hurt. My fingers are inside those two halves when they snap back together again. So as you see, I do use the sort of safety gloves if I remember to put them on. I almost always wear gloves, but I always remember to put these safety gloves on. The ones that have got a little bit of protection around the fingers, and to make an incident like that nowhere near as bad as it could have been. I imagine if I'd have had no gloves on, or I'd just had the ninja gloves on, that would have been a black nail, or maybe a little bit of blood. But as it is, it's just a bit of a squish, and get straight back into it. Well, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. So obviously we've got all the wood there split, ready for stacking. We also got the chainsaw out and worked through some of those root balls that had been down at the bottom of the slippery hill. Through the fire, burnt a little bit, didn't burn fully. Alright, so we've got the chainsaw to those. They're all split up here, so they'll go in the trailer back up the hill. And there's another pile in the gorilla cart there of all cookies and odds and sods that won't stack properly, or things that you wouldn't want to stack. And that is the reason why I usually put a sheet down. So obviously when I was working over here, I had a sheet down, collected all that rubbish, threw it over the edge. Didn't put the sheet down this time, and look how much rubbish I get. This is just from a couple of hours of splitting. I mean, this wood was absolute trash as well. That's 125mm of rubbish underneath here, which is all now going to be collected and put on top of this sheet and dragged over. And then my lesson next time, to remember to put the sheet down each time I do this. But anyway, let's see how I go getting all this tidied up. I'm pretty sure now I am running out of time. It's 6:30 at night, and haven't even got over onto any of the other jobs yet. Right, let's get this reconnected to the back of the car so I can take it back up the hill and get it out of here. That'll give me a bit of space to work on here and get it all tidied up. Okay, so that's a big tidy up there. A lot more wood in that trailer, the cookie trailer now, than I thought there was going to be. This looks a lot better. As you say, it's only a thin layer of stone that I put down just for a little bit of traction. We'll do a proper job of this in the future, but not for now. For now it's just a case of keeping it going through summer, stop a lot of dust. But over the next, I don't know whether it's going to be the next few weeks or next few months, I think each time I head off to the garden centre there, I'll bring back some rock and I'll spread a bit each time rather than making a full weekend of it. And now we'll have a quick look down Slippery Hill. As you can see, it's drying out nicely. I'm going to wrap up this video here, so don't forget, if you've enjoyed it, click that like button. Stay tuned because there will be more videos coming up just like this one on the Rural Project.